No one told the aardvark.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, hi, Mama Boy. Oh,
Hi, Leona.
Hi. My brother Lionel's going to read to me. He's the best brother ever and a very good reader.
Well, thank you very much, Leona. I'd like to think...
Oh, is it a storybook?
Well, it
And does it have a pony?
I don't know.
And a rainbow? And a magic wand?
It
Ha, ha,
could.
ha, ha.
It's Leona.
What?
What do you say we read it first?
Oh, okay, read.
Okay. Now, this one is called No One Told the Aardvark.
Oh, what's an aardvark?
Well, an aardvark is covered with hair and it's got a really long nose and a tongue that dives in and out.
Oh, wait,
And it's
Lionel. Are you going to read the book?
No One Told the Aardvark, written by Deborah Eaton and Susan Halter, illustrated by Jim Spence.
Oh.
Sometimes I think it would be more fun to be an animal. Today at breakfast, I wanted to be a chimpanzee. My dad said, "Please don't eat with your fingers. Use a spoon." Chimpanzees don't have to use spoons. They eat with their fingers and their toes. When it was time for school, my big brother said, "Tie your shoelaces. Let's get going." Horses don't have to tie their shoelaces. Their shoes are nailed on. My friends yelled, "Hurry up! Don't be so slow!" Snails never have to hurry. It could take a snail 3 hours to crawl across a street. At the corner, the crossing guard stopped me. "Look both ways before you cross the street," he said. Fish don't have to stop and look. My angelfish can look to the left and right at the same time. At lunch, I remembered my mom telling me to take small bites and chew my food. Boa constrictors don't have to chew their food. They swallow it in one piece. On our class trip to the zoo, I wanted to see the kangaroos, but my teacher said, "Everyone stay together. Don't get lost." Baby kangaroos never get lost. They ride inside their mother's pouches. My little sister and I were playing after school. "Hey!" she yelled. "It's not polite to stick out your tongue." I guess no one told the aardvark. It sticks out its tongue 12 whole inches to eat termites. My grandpa stopped by before dinner, and when he saw my bedroom, he said, "Clean up that room, young man. It's a mess." Hermit crabs don't have to clean their rooms. They just find new homes. At dinner, my aunt said, "If you want dessert, first eat up all your vegetables." I told her baby blue whales don't eat vegetables. Instead, they drink almost 100 quarts of milk a day, and sometimes even more. When I was taking my bath, my mom told me, "Don't forget to wash behind your ears." African elephants don't have to wash behind their ears. They take dirt showers. Then my big sister said, "Brush your teeth before you go to bed." I heard that Nile crocodiles never brush. Tiny plovers pick their teeth clean. It was getting dark. My grandma said, "It's time to go to sleep, dear." Raccoons don't have to go to sleep when it's dark. They stay awake all night long. Sometimes I wish I were an animal. An elephant, a fish, a crab, or a raccoon, a kangaroo, a horse, or a whale, a snake, a crocodile, or a snail, an aardvark, or a chimpanzee. I wonder sometimes if they wish they were me. The end.
Wow, that was cool. You know, I think I want to be another animal too, like a bunny. bunny. Yeah, I could be a hopping bunny. Hoppity, hoppity, hopping all over right into Lionel's lap.
Not a good idea, Leona.
Oh, okay. Then I could be a duck.
Oh?
Yeah, a duck. And I go waddle, 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 waddle all over right into Lionel's lap.
Leona, cut it out.
Oh, Lionel.
Huh?
I know just what I want to be.
Yeah?
Wait, right here. Yeah.
Huh? Huh?
Next! 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 Next!
Excellent! What's next on Between the Lions? More about snakes, fish, whales, and other cool animals. Stay tuned, dudes!
If you were...
If you were a boa, you'd start life with 60 brothers and sisters. You'd be more than 17 inches long, just long enough to circle a skinny waist. After a few months, you'd strike out on your own. You'd swim in rainforest rivers of South America and go tree climbing along the banks. If you were a boa, during the starry night, you'd wait for thirsty animals visiting the river for a sip. You'd use your stalking skills to seize and squeeze. And you'd fill up your stomach with one giant bite. Your skin would be silky smooth. You'd shed it when it got too snug. After 30 years, you'd be a super snake, 20 feet long. You could stretch across a street. That's how long you'd grow up if you were a boa.
And now, Joy Lerno!
Welcome back to the show. My next guest is the biggest animal the world has ever seen. All the way from the ocean, here's the blue whale. For some reason, I thought a whale would be bigger.
I'm not a whale. I'm an angelfish. The blue whale got stuck in the elevator. Oh, excuse me.
Did you lose something?
No. I just had to let some water pass over my gills. That's how fish breathe.
Do whales have gills?
No, whales aren't fish. They're mammals like people. They have to stick their heads out of the water to breathe air.
And you need to keep your head in to breathe?
That's right.
That's amazing. Now, I know that blue whales live in oceans, but where do you live?
I'm in the aquarium next to the elevator. I should let that blue whale out now. See ya.
Guess that fish isn't always an angel. We'll be right back with Brad Pitt.
Pitt Schmidt, here's the blue whale.
If you were a blue whale, you wouldn't be a fish. You'd be a mammal. Mammals have mothers who feed their babies milk. Mammals live on land and in the ocean. If you were a baby blue whale, you'd drink 100 gallons of milk a day. When you got bigger, you'd eat a shrimp-like creature called krill. You could never eat just one. You'd eat 5 tons a day. If you were a blue whale, you'd hold your breath and dive. You'd know how to suck down krill, but not the water. After 20 minutes, you'd take a breather. You'd breathe out through the biggest nostrils in the world, also known as blowholes. You would grow until you were as long as 3 school buses. You'd be the biggest animal on Earth head to tail. That is, if you happen to be a blue whale.
And now, a word from Mr. Fred Newman!
Elephant. 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 Elephant.
That's what I said, gingerbread. Ran away, said they'd never catch him. I happened to wow, hello. I'm Reginald Livingston Seagull with a poem about an animal who doesn't say very much. It's from this book, Roar and More, written by Carla Cuskin, and it's called Giraffes Don't Huff. Enjoy. Could I get a milk?
Giraffes don't huff or hoot or howl. They never grump. They never growl. They never roar. They never riot. They eat green leaves and just keep quiet.
There's a gorilla at the zoo. He is looking straight at me. This is what gorillas do. See him swinging from a tree. These are only simple facts. That's how this gorilla acts. Period. What's this? Is that gorilla on the moon? Is he shining down on me? Is he silly as a loon? Like gorillas shouldn't be. Please won't someone tell me why that gorilla's in the sky? Question mark. Oh boy, there's a gorilla on my floor. Look at him, and he's staring up at me. I'm scared, so I'm running out the door. I am trying to get free. Oh. But he says he came to play. He just wants to be my friend. So we played at home all day. Exclamation point. The end.
Ta-da! I decided the animal I want to be is a boy lion cub, just like you, big brother. See, I have a hat like yours and a shirt like yours.
Oh. So, Leona, you want to be just like me, huh?
So, Leona, you want to be just like me, huh?
Leona.
Leona.
Hey, now cut that out.
Now cut that out. Hey, it's fun being you.
Mom!
Mom!
Get ready, animal fans, for a horse that swims!
Seahorse! Okay, okay.
Gallop,
Being
gallop.
green.
Glub, glub, glub. Gallop, gallop, gallop. Glub, glub, glub. Nay!
Hello, Leona.
Oh, hi, Mama. Ready to read that book you told me about?
I have it right here.
Oh, great, because my hobby horse is all ready. See, she's got her underwater mask and her underwater snorkel, and she can't wait.
Leona, this book is about seahorses. They don't need all those things to be underwater.
Well, they don't?
No, they're fish.
Fish? Go on.
They are. Look. Seahorse, the Shyest Fish in the Sea by Chris Butterworth and illustrated by John Lawrence.
Wow, how about that? Read on, Mama.
Okay. In the warm ocean, among the waving seagrass meadows, an eye like a small black bead is watching the fish dart by. Who does it belong to? Seahorse, one of the shyest fish in the sea. Seahorse has a head like a horse, a tail like a monkey, and a pouch like a kangaroo. This one is a barber's seahorse. He has tiny prickles down his back, like a dragon. He may not look much like a fish, but that's what he is. Seahorse swims upright. He moves himself through the water with the little fins on his head and the larger one on his back. He can only swim slowly, so if a hungry snapper cruises by looking for a snack, Seahorse does something very clever.
He holds still and changes color. Now you see him, until he's almost invisible. Now you don't. Every day at sunrise, Seahorse swims slowly off to meet his mate. They twist their tails together and twirl gently around, changing color until they match. Today, Seahorse's mate is full of ripe eggs. The two of them dance till sunset. And then she puts her eggs into his pouch. Seahorse sways about to get the eggs settled in, then seals his pouch shut tight. Safe inside, the dots in the eggs begin to grow into baby seahorses. They break out of their eggs and keep on growing, every one with a head like a tiny horse and a tail like a tiny monkey. A few weeks later, Seahorse finds a quiet place to hide among the corals. It's time for the babies to be born. He works hard all day and through the night, bending, squeezing, and pushing, shooting hundreds of babies out of his pouch. They swirl around him in the water like smoke. One or two of the babies hang on to Dad's nose for a while. It's the first and biggest thing they've seen. But when they let go, they are so tiny and light that the current soon floats them away. This new seahorse is only as long as your eyelash, but she can find her own food right away. Her eyes move separately from each other. One can peer up, while the other looks down. So she can spot food coming from any direction. With one quick slurp, she sucks her catch into the end of her snout and swallows it whole. Seahorses don't have teeth. When she is big enough, Seahorse curls up her tail and sinks to the seabed. She is safer here. Her camouflage protects her, and if a storm scoops the sea into huge waves, or passing boats send currents sweeping by, there are plenty of things to hang on to. When she is even bigger, Seahorse picks one patch of reef as her home. She wraps her tail around a coral branch. This is her holdfast. Wherever she goes, she'll keep coming back to this holdfast. In a few months, this little seahorse will be ready to mate. She'll spend the rest of her life on the reef, watching for food, meeting her mate, and trying to stay almost invisible. Who's that peering from the coral? Shh, she's a seahorse. The end.
Boy, it's great how those seahorses can swim around.
Yeah.
Glub, glub, glub. Glub, glub, glub. Ooh, and how hundreds of tiny babies come out of their pouches. But best of all, I love how they can stand in front of things and hide.
Ah, you mean the camouflage.
Yeah. The camouflage.
Yeah.
I wonder. Gotta go, Mama. Come on, horsey. Giddy up.
Oh, bye. What do you think Leona's up to now,
Next! 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 Next!
What's next on Between the Lions? Fabulous fun featuring the letter F. Far out, dudes.
Fish. F. Fox. Foot. Football.
Get ready to play with words with Artie Smarty Pants.
Oh, thank you. Ooh, ah. And now let's play with words. Oh, what do I have? Here. A football. Yes. And this is the word football. Football. And what word will we have if we take away ball? Football. Foot. Foot. Yes, hello, foot. Oh, I love to play with words. Ooh, ah.
And now the Word Doctor with Dr. Ruth Wertheimer.
Hello.
Here's Dr. Ruth.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ruth Wertheimer with a very unusual case. 2 ladders who are not enjoying themselves. Isn't that right?
We just sit around all day being nothing but
You are not nothing, Anne. You just need to find an initial consonant to make you feel complete and bring a little excitement into your life. And I have just the consonant for you, the letter F.
Hey, I'm fun! I'm fun! Thank you, Dr. Ruth.
You are welcome.
I'm fun.
Ooh, that was fun.
Ish. Ish. Fish. Fish.
And now, coming up next, you will have the pleasure of seeing what's coming up next. Thank you! Look! Popping out of the bushes. Is it a bug? Is it a squirrel? No! It's Opposite Bunny! Sinking!
Here he comes, the Opposite Bunny.
Floating!
The pig was sinking, now she's floating. How does that bunny do it?
Who was that cute bunny?
That was the Opposite Bunny.
Flying off the shelf once again, it's the continuing, daring, and dangling adventures of Cliffhanger! Today's adventure, number 15,455, Cliffhanger and the Fabulous Flying Fish.
Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff, and that's why he's called Cliffhanger.
Excuse me! Excuse me!
We find Cliffhanger where we left him last, hanging from a cliff.
Can't hold on much longer.
Suddenly, Cliff spots 2 fishermen on the cliff above him.
Father, we've been sitting here for hours and we haven't caught a single fish. That pond is full of flying fish. Eventually, one will fly up here and we'll hook it.
In a flash, Cliff reaches into his backpack and extracts his trusty survival manual. Using his famous decoding skills, Cliff begins to read.
If you spot 2 fishermen fishing for flying fish, put on a fish suit and let them catch you. How fortunate! I have a fabulous flying fish costume right here in my backpack.
Look, a flying fish just waiting to be hooked. By George, I've got him. Help me pull him up. I knew there was something fishy about that fish.
And that's why he's called Cliffhanger.
Can't hold on much longer.
F. Fish.
Look, I camouflaged myself as a shelf of books. No one's going to know I'm here. from someone now.
I wonder what my monkey mind fancies reading today. Look, books. This looks interesting.
Fooled you. Wait. It worked. It's only me, Mr. Monkey. Just camouflage. Maybe I shouldn't try camouflage in the library.
Yo, check it out! We're going surfing without a board, dudes!
Okay, because we're surfing between the Lions website. Okay.
Go to pbskids.org.